5, 4, 3.
Good afternoon. Again, my name is Calvin Colbert, and we welcome you to Tell My 2013 Story. And today we're very happy to have a young lady with us, and she's coming all the way from California this afternoon to be with us. And she has a very exciting story to share with you here in the city of Detroit. We're always looking for inspiring stories to share with our young people, and I think she has one for us that's a little bit unusual, but again, it's an area that we would like to expose our young people to. It's involving the Youth Olympics. And I'd like to introduce my guest for this morning. I'm going to let her introduce herself, so I will get it correct. Now, your name and where you're from.
I'm Eladia Kali Fakir Patterson. I'm from Encino, California.
And how old are you, Eladia?
I'm 13 years old.
All right. And you attend school where?
Currently I'm homeschooled, but next year I will be going to high school, which is undetermined.
All right. Now, Eladia, you're a part of the Junior Olympics, is that correct?
Yes.
And you do track and field.
Yes, we do mostly field events.
And one of the things that we were interested in talking about today is the shot put. And you and I earlier was kind of going over with that details, and share with our audience and our youth, what is shot put?
Shot put is a small cannonball, which varies in different weights for your age groups. Well, I throw a 6-pound ball, and I do, well, they have different techniques. I do the spin. You can glide or do a stand throw, but I spin, which is a fast movement, which allows you to get the shot put off quicker, which therefore it goes more distance. But shot put is a competition where whoever's ball lands farthest wins.
And we also talked about how did you get involved in this type of a sport activity in the Junior Olympics?
Well, my brother, who is 4 years older, had started this a couple of years before me. And so we had just been, you know, a family trying to support him. And once I got old enough to compete in it, I started too, and really loved it, and I was good at it. So that's how that started and kept going.
And so through your participation, you've really found an interest in the activity of shot putting, and I understand it has afforded you to travel around the country and competing with this activity. Is that correct?
Yes, for the JOs, they have a different place every year, and you compete in different states for your various competitions as you go on, and they dwindle it down from like the top 5 go to the next competition, the top 3 goes to the next competition, but you get to compete in these different states on your way to the big goal, which is JOs, and not a lot of people are lucky enough to get that opportunity, which I'm very blessed for.
Great. Now, of all your travels and your experiences, is there any one situation or competition that stands out among the rest?
Probably my first JOs, when I went there, and I was totally shocked. I didn't know what to expect. It was my first one. I went and I watched my brother compete, and it's totally different experience on the other side of the fence. And I was scared and nervous, and fouls are when your ball lands outside the sector or you do something that's outside of the rules. But I didn't feel like I was fouling, but I was called 2 fouls on at that meet. And my last throw, it was, you know, get me to the final rounds. And I did it. It was a great throw, and I was cool until the finals.
All right.
But with that throw, I had landed at the top, and so I was in first place until the second to last throw. Some girl beat me by ½ an inch, and I ended up getting second.
But you remember that moment?
Yes, I do, because I always regret that I couldn't get that ½ an inch for first.
Very good. Now, out of your experiences, again, what do you feel that this prepared you for in regards to looking towards your future, what it is that you see in your future, some of the things that you would like to accomplish?
Well, definitely one of the goals in my future is the Olympics, which my brother will get to before me. He's probably going to go to the 2016, but 2020 is my year to, you know, make a name for myself and to get out there. That's a big goal for me that I hope I can reach.
Well, that's really outstanding. So we're recognizing that you, at this age of 13, are preparing for a career in the Olympics. And a lot of us who watch the Olympics on TV really do not understand all the hard work that goes in to preparing for the Olympics. So it is physical, it's a mental, and it's a spiritual preparation, am I correct?
Definitely spiritual, and anything you do is mental. You really have to, you know, train. We train year round. In fact, our coach is probably mad at us for being in Detroit now and missing practice. But it's definitely something that you have to be prepared for. You have to go in with the mindset that you're like, oh, I'm about to throw a 6-pound ball 40 feet. It's if you're not prepared for that, then that's going to feel really heavy and it's going to affect your throws.
All right. Now, I know that academically you're homeschooled, but what are your plans for your future in regards to your education? What is it that you would like to do as a career choice?
My career choice, well, I definitely want to be into a medical profession. My mom always said you have healing hands, and so I would definitely want to put my healing hands to good use and help other people with my talents.
Very good, very good. Now, as a closing remark, what would you like to say to all of the young people that are watching this and encouraging them or inspiring them to pursue some of the interests that they might have? And what are some of your principles or guides that you have learned along the way?
Well, being a pretty small girl in a world of big behemoths, it's it's something that you just got to get used to. Being the small person going in and beating everyone. Don't get a big head if you do beat everyone and you're a small person. But you have to be thankful for whatever you get. And whatever you don't get, you have to work harder to get.
Very good. Well, I think those are very good principles, and if we all practice them the way you are, then we all will be champions in our own areas of participation. And Coach, what is your standing now within the GMU Olympics in your classification? I know earlier you said you've been winning medals, and I know you spoke in your first event, you came in second. So is there a standing that you're in now in regards to your position in Junior Olympics?
Well, right now, I can already beat some at my prospective high schools that I'm conveying. I can already beat some of their records and the people who are attending them now. And as far as my competition for the JOs, we're going to have to see where I stand when the season starts.
All right. Well, we'll be looking forward to that and seeing the great accomplishment that she's making, because she's already have made some inroads that we want to share with you. Again, track and field, the shot put, it lets us know that there's no limitations on our ability to do the things that we put our minds and our hearts to. And we're really going to bless you with our blessings of great, looking forward to hearing your name in the Olympics. I want to be able to say when I see you standing on that podium collecting that gold medal that I remember the day that we sat and talked about this on Tell My 2013 Story. And this is exactly why we like to document and talk about and expose these type of young people who are doing great things in our community and in our country, and encourage you as young people who might be watching this to get involved, pursue your dreams, become disciplined, as you heard her talk about some of the things that she had to do to improve upon her skills. But we wish you most success and look forward to speaking to you again.
Thank you.
you.
Definitely will give you a shout out
All right.
on the podium.